So we first have our domain. Of jou definisieversameling. Ek gaan nou nie die hele woord weer uitskryf nie. En dit is jou x-waardes. And then you have your range. Of in Afrikaans jou waardeversameling. En dit is jou y-waardes. Okay. You can have your own technique that you use to remember this, or you don't even have to have a technique, you can just remember it. So enige manier wat vir julle sal pas. Okay. But now we are going to look at example number 5. Okay, ek gaan net gou vinnig die eerste paar goedjies doen. Ons gaan hoef nou nie weer dit te doen nie. So in example number 5, you have the following graph. Okay, it was fx equals to x squared minus 9. So obviously it's going to intersect at minus 9. This you already know how to do. It's going to be a smiley face. Dit gaan positief wees. So die armpies gaan deur die x-as gaan. So dan gaan jy mos nou weer jou factorisering gebruik. And then you're going to see that this is going to be minus 3 and 0 and 3 and 0. Ek het dit sommer nou in my kop uitgewerk want ek het geweet as ek die minus 9 vat, en as ek dit factoriseer gaan ek minus 3 en plus 3 kry. Okay, but now they ask us the following at number D. I have to determine the following things. Firstly, I have to determine the turning point. Die draaipunt. The turning point. In ander woorde, hulle wil weet waar draai hierdie grafiek om? Waar maak dit die buig? Nou waar dink julle is dit? As julle nou so kyk. Yes. Yeah, obviously, it's going to curve at the minus 9. There where it intersects and it makes the curve. Want dit gaan van hier af. It goes down, 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 and then it turns. And here it goes up, 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 up. So daar in die middel, waar hy draai, dit is jou draaipunt. Maar dit is ook 'n ander punt vir ons, die y-afsnit. So if we have to put that in coordinate form, we first put the x value, which is going to be the x value of the turning point. Null, mooi, because it's at the 0 point of the x. Maar op die y-as, at the y value it is minus 9. So that is your draaipunt. So that's one of the things they can also ask you. The next thing they can ask you is the minimum value. Of as dit 'n ander tipe grafiek was, kon hulle ook die maksimum waarde gevra het. Maar dis eintlik basies dieselfde as die draaipunt. Because there where it turns, that's going to be the minimum value. It's never going to go downwards from the minus 9. It's never going to be at minus 10, for example, on the y-axis. Okay. Ek wil wys om dit te skryf. Okay, so die minimum waarde is dan minus 9. Minimum value is minus 9. Okay, now at number 3, they ask us for the domain and the range. Nou, hier is waar julle nou moet mooi oplet. Ons weet die domein, die definisieversameling, is al die x-waardes. So ons moet nou vir hulle kan aandui, waar oral op hierdie grafiek, het hierdie grafiek x-waardes. Obviously, when we look at the x, it has those two arms, né? So ek gaan net gou hier opstaan om dit vir julle te verduidelik. When we do the domain, we are always going to write this for the x values. Okay, nou moet julle mooi oplet. the x values, element, that sign is element. You don't actually have to know what it stands for. So jy skryf altyd x element van, and then where does the x values start? It starts at minus infinity, because it starts at minus infinity. We don't know where it starts. Here at minus infinity it starts, and it continues until positive infinity. Yes. But now, if we look at the other one, the y. Onthou, nou kyk ons na die y-as, op en af. Obviously, the arrows indicate that it goes upwards until infinity. So we know it goes until infinity. So it's going to end here at infinity. But does this graph start at minus infinity? No. Where does it start? Mooi. So you also write YE, and then notice the type of bracket that I use here. The round bracket means that it's not including that value. But a square bracket means that it does include that value. Okay, want dit kan nooit vir oneindig insluit nie, because we never know where that stops. So hy gaan nooit vir oneindig insluit nie, maar daar waar hy wel sny, hy sny mos nou wel by minus 9, dit gaan hy wel insluit. So that's how we show our domain and our range. Sê nou maar ons het 'n ander grafiek gehad. For example, if we had a line. So het my lyngrafiek mos nou gelyk. It intersected, say, for example, at 3 and minus 3. What would be the domain and range for this one? Let's first look at the x values. Isn't it also going to start at minus infinity and go to infinity? The same with the y. It's going to start at minus infinity and go to infinity. Okay. Yes. This. Why do you want to call it something? Yes? Yeah? Oh, no, what means? It means what? No, it doesn't mean. No, let me just show you here. It's not minus 3 until infinity. It's minus infinity until infinity. It's like this. You don't even mention the 3 and the minus 3. Because it crosses that as well. Okay, so that's going to look like this. Minus infinity until infinity. And the same for the y. Minus oneindig tot positief oneindig. Okay, and then number 4. And I also ask us, what is the axis of symmetry? Now, last time I explained to you guys what symmetry means. If you look in the mirror, it's symmetrical to you. Now, if you have to turn this, or you can fold this sketch. Where can you fold it so that the lines will be on each other? The y-axis. What is the equation for the y-axis? Nou, dit is mos nou die reguit lyn wat hier deur gaan. No. Mooi. X equal to 0. The equation for the y-axis is x equal to 0. And just the opposite, the equation for the x-axis is y equal to 0. Onthou, want dit is al plek. Ek het mos vir julle gesê toe ons die reguit lyne gedoen het. Remember when we did lines like these and it only crossed, for example, this is now like minus 6. Then what is that equation? Only x equal to 0. Onthou, want dit is al plek. Ek het mos vir julle gesê toe ons die reguit lyne gedoen het. Remember when we did lines like these and it only crossed, for example, this is now like minus 6. Then what is that equation? Only x equal to 0. minus 6. Now the y-axis is also a straight line, and it only goes through the 0. X equals to 0. Okay, so that will also be your axis of symmetry. Now they also ask us number 5 and number 6. We have to name the values of x for which the y increases. I think I'm going to do that in the next lesson. I first want you to do the first part. Ek gaan nou nie julle te veel laai met werk nie.